What's up YouTube? Mr. Ferguson here once again. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Welcome back to my no longer dry lawn. We've had tons and tons of rain. Matter of fact, I'm filming this on Sunday because I've got to get my lawn mowed. The grass is super long. I'm going to quickly show you the lawn, and then I'm going to show you the lawn after we mow it. You can see all the die off we've continued to talk about. It does not look good. This is not a mow where we're trying to make the lawn look, you know, picture perfect like we do in fall or in early spring. But we've definitely documented over and over the historic 2024 drought that we dealt with from the end of May to through July into through June into July. And so we've beat that horse to death. We've said beat the horse to death probably every video since June. So I apologize that I forgot about that. But we're gonna get out here, we're gonna mow this thing. I want to show, just for the record, this is why I started my YouTube channel, to show on camera what the lawn's looking like right now. The end of July, we're right around July 20th, I believe, somewhere around that time frame. So we're getting ready to get into August. We have a very high chance of rain all week. That's why I'm doing this. I never mow my grass on Sunday. I normally rest on Sunday, prepare for the week. I was coming back from the golf course, picked up my girls, said hurry up, get in the car, picking them up from mom and dad's house, saying I want to get home, mow the grass real fast. Well, as soon as I got home, it rained pretty much all evening. Couldn't even get that done. So as bad as the lawn looks, I want to show you how it has promoted a lot of growth that I never thought in some areas would come back. It looks like, based on all the rain we've had, I've got a better idea of what's going to come back and what's not. So let me show you that real quick. So we do, even in my backyard that held on for such a long time, I believe most of this that's brown, it's gone. We've had so much rain lately that a lot of it has come back. I believe whatever is going to come back has come back. Now it's cooler. We're not in the 90s. I think yesterday we hit up to 92, but everything brown I believe is probably going to stay brown. We'll see. Plus, mixed into a lot of this, and you may not be able to even tell, but we've got common Bermuda mixed into all the fescue as well. So it's just a nasty looking lawn right now. Again, we're not cutting for looks. We're not caring about the stripes. That is the last thing on our mind, right? So everywhere you guys see, even over here, look how scattered it is. Look how much we've lost. We've lost a ton back here, but it's weird how it's like 10 inches long right here by this Japanese maple, yet all of this out here suffered dramatically in the lack of rain. We went too long without watering it. It wasn't that Mr. Ferguson couldn't. Our little experiment, I pushed it too far, some of it died. It is what it is. I don't feel bad about it all. I just think it looks ugly, but it's not going to remain this way. You can see the length a little bit, how bushy it is along where it would drip off the side of the house and stuff. We've had water. This is really, this side right here has really just remained the whole time. But you guys remember, I've showed you the picture 1,000 times. This whole section was white. And so a lot of it has come back. Even up here, and this is what I was talking about, the areas I thought was completely dead gone, count them out, 1, 2, 3. Some green has come back over here. Now this is the area where the majority is dead, because I said that dead versus dormant. Y'all remember that video. But some green somehow has come out of this, and it's not Bermuda, it's actually fescue. That's amazing to me. I don't even know how it survived, but it did. We've still lost some, even more than I would imagine up here, because we watered this for the longest time on the strip, going all the way up to the mailbox. But some of this may come back. This doesn't look dead, but even if it is, it's fine. Again, we're going to be overseeding. And we got, again, common Bermuda in this, just wild things, a lot of weeds. Some of this may even be nutsedge creeping in for the first time, but we've lost a lot of stuff over here. We've got dead stuff. Again, we're going to be dethatching this. We're going to be getting rid of all this dead. And you see, we've lost a majority of it over here. Several people, if not one, maybe one person saying this several times, I don't know, but they're like, put down solar green, put down the heat and drought. Let me remind you, when I seeded this the last time, guess what was in there, guys? It was triple threat with Jonathan Green Solar Green. So that's what this is. We put Solar Green here, and it died off. And so that's just to be honest with you. Now, look at the front yard. Look at the area. Can you point out the area that looks the worst? I think you saw it, this big L shape right here, elbow or whatever. For whatever reason, I guess because the shade tree, it gets the first light, it gets all this. We've lost pretty much all this. There's some little specks of fescue that have survived in this. Again, we don't want to kill that fescue. Well, I'm just going to kill off the whole thing. And no, if you have some of these little plants that are fescue, it is strong, it's got good roots, it somehow survived when all of its brothers and sisters died off. So let it go. Like, just let's dethatch this. We're gonna rake it, basically electric rake it. We're gonna get all this dead out over time, and then we're gonna replant, and it's gonna be fine. The majority of the front lawn hung on. It came back. We do have some spots over here where we transplanted finally that got, you know, so dry that it started to get hit, but mainly it's our bank. But even still, the worst side of this is how grass is just crazy sometimes. The worst side of the bank is that far side, which is over there, and that's where grass has come back. But over here, where I water it all the time and feel like I give it more attention and love, that's where everything died. Go figure. Now, this isn't too terribly long. I'm gonna put the mower at 4 inches. I'm not looking to, you know, scalp it. I'm not looking to cause more weeds to come in. I'm not looking to even, some of the weeds are obviously going to get cut, but we're just trying to mow it down, manicure it just a little bit. It's super thick over in these areas. Again, we're just running the mower. Don't even care what the pattern is. Quickly going over here, you see the spottiness, you see the nasty Bermuda. We just got it all going on. It's just out of control, right? But again, maintain, get to the fall. But we're back to the front. You can see some of this over here came back, surprisingly. And along the sides, it seems to have really, it's thick and bushy, like right here, it's thick and bushy. Under the shade, the Jonathan Green plus everything that was shaded, better off, obviously, it shields it from the sun. So next step, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go take off the lawn striper real fast. I'm gonna mow this. I'm not gonna drag Mr. Tripod around to show you that. It's not fun, it's not impressive, it's hot. It's, even though it's in the 80s, it's hot. I wanna get this done as quick as possible, and then I'll quickly pick up the camera after I pick up some sticks in the yard. I wanna pick up the camera, show you the post-mow, and just to show you that yes, even though it's like I'm not motivated because I'm not cutting thick fresh grass to make it look good, I can still do it and feel good about, wow, that looks better. So as we just kind of pan and look, and no, it's not going to fill in the brown spots, no, it's still going to look ugly, but even just manicuring it all to the right height, to the same height, and getting it back even like a haircut, it can make you feel, okay, it still looks ugly, but I feel better about the ugly. You know what I mean? So it's better. So let me get this mowed. Let me get this over with. We'll come back and show you the final product before we finish this Monday video. Woo, buddy. Had 2 months off, or a month and a half off. Look at this. Got my US Open shirt. Yeah, it's a little humid. That North Carolina humidity. So quickly, to close out this video, let me just show you, encourage you, that even as crappy of a lawn as we've got right now, number one, this is part of living in North Carolina. 7 times out of 10, you're probably going to end up losing grass in a North Carolina summer, South Carolina summer, Southern Virginia, especially when you're not getting rain and you're not watering. Now, had Mr. Ferguson chosen to pour into watering like I did last year with that $400 water bill, I have no doubt I could have saved most of this grass. However, knowing I was overseeding, we did the experiment and all that good stuff. For those that are new, I know some of you get tired of hearing the same thing, right? So anyways, we haven't mowed in at least a month and a half. I've not mowed this lawn. The last time I mowed my lawn was with the lawn striper. That's crazy, before the water shut off. So after post-mow, let me quickly show you what it looks like now, very briefly. And of course, since we just showed it to you before, we don't need to show you every single aspect of my lawn. But just getting out here, I did cut it at 3.5. I was like, screw it. We've got high chances of rain for the next 7 days. I'm just gonna go 3.5. I went up and down. I did not even trim any of the edges because it's still gonna be warm. It's still gonna be hot. So coming over here, let me get out in the shade a little bit, man. I am pouring sweat. I literally just put the mower up, put my headphones up, grab my phone. So I'm turning around here. Look how much better it looks And if I have a before and after, I can slide in here. I'll try to stay still for a second. But man, just evening everything out to, you know, with the mower makes it look so much better. Even with all the loss that we have, it just looks more normal, right? It looks more familiar. So way better looking, but we still got our spots. We've still got our brown. Everything's the same. It just looks better. So it can help you to still be encouraged. Now, mowing this may encourage more growth. I hope it does not. The last time we fertilized with the Freedom, I had bought some stress blend. I was going to do a video and put that down, and no rain totally killed that plant. I'm so glad I did not put stress blend down, though it doesn't cause massive growth. But even over here, as bad as this looked pre-mow, I was like, man, I don't even feel like mowing this. I didn't feel like mowing anything today, honestly, but it does look semi better as far as the length. And that's what we're seeing. So a lot of this, I've got a lot of, what do I want to call it? Leftover. It was so high, I should have mowed it twice. I should have mowed it at 4, then come back, mowed it at 3.5. Screw that. we're kind of past that, right? Of properly manicuring. I just ran over the sucker with the mower and chopped it up. That's what we did today. It does look good in the shaded area. One thing I will say that's pretty cool is for all the people that say, well, you're missing grass around your trees. Well, the trees suck the nutrients and that's why your grass died. Guys, the opposite is true here. The shade has dominated that more than the roots of the tree sucking the nutrients and the water out. The place I have good grass is around the tree. So that's not always true. I just wanted to point that out. In this case, we planted, think about this, on the bank. Remember, we dug this out, good soil, planted. It lasted for a long time, but now look at it. With lack of water for all of this, that area is just as dead as the bank now. It all is dead. So now that's irrelevant. Even though we had good dirt, it died out with over time, no water. With bad dirt on the bank, majority, it died out with lack of water in a quicker time, but that holds true. But the grass around the tree is doing just fine. Why? Because the shade in this scenario was more important than the rocky ground with no shade, you know, or good soil with no shade didn't make it. Maybe rocky soil with shade made it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I was thinking about that of a mow, one of them weird mow thoughts. So God bless you guys. We'll see you hopefully Wednesday or Friday on the next lawn care video from Central North Carolina. We'll catch you later.